Dude. Oh, hello. Just reading my latest Total Film here. Friend gave me this. It's Matt Damon, the bald Matt Damon. That's a good look for him. Yeah, but it looks like my friend was reading this in the bathtub. Jeez. Whoops, I dropped it in the bathtub. I'll give it to you. Give it to Dave. How y'all doing, everybody? It's Dave TV for the 11th of June, 2013. Well, DCR TV is hearing that a bunch of people are upset because Doug Hill came last night during The Bachelor. What is it called? The Bachelor, The Bachelorette. I don't know. I don't watch ABC hardly ever. I think Modern Family is the only thing I ever watch on ABC. Came during The Bachelorette, and he did a report on last night's torrential rains and tornadoes and everything. And a bunch of people are upset because it was like a key point in the show. Da-da-da-da-da. It's like, okay. Now you wonder, I guess they actually interrupted the programming, but a number of people on Twitter were running around and screaming and yelling and whatever. They interrupted the show right at the moment we were waiting for. Whereas Channel 4, Doug's on Channel 7, whereas Channel 4 had the weather update in the corner and they didn't interrupt The Voice. So Channel 7 actually cut in and interrupted The Bachelorette or whatever, and interrupted programming, which was, and apparently a lot of people were upset about it. Of course, station management is saying that, this is more important. People's lives are at risk, and plus you can watch The Bachelorette online or probably on your on-demand, so whatever. So that's that. You got to side. You got to say, hey, if there's severe weather, if there's flooding, that's got to take priority. And these little dweeby people all upset about that. But what the heck? All right, folks. We got to see the radio ratings for the month of May. And what are the big trends going on here? So as I do in these Dave TV episodes, I focus on the 2554 money demo, okay? Man, I got a light on me today and I can hardly see. It's like dark. It's dark. I'm dark. How do you like these pants? I bought these on eBay the other day. Actually, Dave, you got a closet full of camos. Why do you keep buying more? Because I like to. I'm inside. Okay, so what are the trends? The 2554 money demo. Let's look at some of the trends, okay? Now, the ratings are on DCR TV. I posted them all there. Basically, the order and all that. But I'm going to look at some more specific programming, day part kind of thingy-dingies. And I'm going to focus on the money demo 2554, which are the ones that advertisers care about, okay? So top station in the money demo, Hot 99.5, first place. The trend, they were either first or second place for the last couple months. So they're holding steady. Kane in the mornings is in fifth place. Their middays, second place. Their afternoons, second place. Their evenings, first place. And their weekends, first place. So Hot 99.5 holding steady. Maybe I need to be focused. Focus yourself, Dave. Number 2 in the money demo is WAMU. Second place. Again, they were third place in March, first place in April, second place in May. So they're pretty much holding steady. First place in mornings. They're up a tad from seventh place a couple months ago for the middays with Kojo and all that. Third place in afternoons, holding steady there. Their evenings are down a teeny tiny bit at third place, and their weekends down a bit for the weekends. That's interesting. They're usually third or fourth place. Now they're ninth place. So I wonder what's up with that. I don't know. TOP, strong third place. again, holding steady. Second place in the money demo in mornings. First place in the money demo in afternoons. A strong 7th place on the weekends. Wash holding pretty much steady at 4th place in the money demo for full days. 7th place in mornings. Now that Chili's joined the station, I'm not seeing any significant ratings changes at the station in the morning show with Lou. Wash does very well very surprisingly well in middays at 1st place. And they've been holding at 1st place for the last couple months. Their afternoon shows at 4th place. Weekends, hey, this is good news. They started that playing a lot of that 80s cool music, a lot of that, like The Cure. They'll throw in some Cure. They'll throw in the Human League and stuff like that. They're 3rd place on the weekends. So keep it up, Wash. HUR 5th place. Again, they're holding steady. They're holding steady in the mornings with Steve Harvey. Now, let's take a look at HUR's afternoons. Despite the fact that Michael Baisden is gone, the station is pretty much holding steady. 9th to 7th to 10th place. Maybe a tiny little dip there, but no significant changes in their afternoon drive without Michael Baisden. KYS is 6th place. They're pretty much, again, holding steady. We're saying holding steady a lot. MMJ at 6th place, tied with KYS, holding steady. So we're not seeing a lot of changes there. So again, mainly all those stations holding steady. DC 101 seems to be going up a bit. They were 10th place in March, 9th in April. Now they're 6th place in the May 2554 money demo. He reminds me of Kane, doesn't he? Elliott is up from 7th to 6th to 4th place in the last 3 months. So the station is definitely on an upward trend there. Big at 9th place, kind of more or less holding steady in the mornings at 11th place, and that's pretty much it. 7th place on the weekends. Fresh, 94.7 to finally, CBS has something to crow about. They got a station in the Washington market in the top 10. Woohoo! They're celebrating over there on Parliament Place there in Lanham, I bet. A slow but steady climb for Fresh 94.7 from 12th place in March to 11th place in April to 10th place in May in that money demo. Tommy McFly's up to 10th place. Middays are 9th. Afternoons doing very strongly, 5th place. And evenings 10th, weekends 13th. Okay, so now we're seeing Mix 107.3, which is at 11th place. Again, their overall ratings haven't been hurt too much with Jack Diamond's departure. If you look at mornings, with Diamond, they were 12th place. Now they're 13th place. So they were either 12th or 10th place. Now they're at 13th place. So, yeah, but we're only talking about 1 week of Bert filling into the mix here. If you look at the weekly numbers, Bert actually started out in 16th place for that 1 week. But generally speaking, even though there's been a slump in mix mornings, the rest of the station is holding pretty steady. Okay? They've gone from 10th to 11th in middays, 13th to 12th in afternoons, 15th to 9th on the weekends. So, I think Bert's numbers will build as people get more accustomed to it. Where are those old ladies going to go now that Jack's gone? Bert's good enough. I think he'll do fine, but it's going to take a couple of weeks for his numbers to solidify there. El Zal at 12th place in the money demo for the month of May, which is about where they normally are. No big changes there. Where El Zal does really well, surprisingly, is evenings, 7 p.m. to midnight, where they're now 4th place, and that's up from 11th place in March. WPRS, Praise 104.3. They're down a little bit from 9th place in March to 12th place now. MZQ is showing about steady at 14th place. No big changes for them. GTS, steady at 15th place. PGC, pretty much steady at 16th place. Their morning show with Pablo and his rotating hosts and stuff, not showing a lot of traction. In 19th place in March, 19th place in April, 20th place in May. JFK, again, holding steady at 17th place. The Junction mornings at 9th. Arrington and Dukes, 16th place, which is about where they usually are. TEM at 18th place. No big changes there. I'm looking at all these stations pretty steady. MAL at 19th place, which is pretty steady in the money demo. Mornings on the Mall there at 17th place, which is pretty steady. Rush at about 20th place. Hannity at 18th. You know, again, MAL does better when you look at the 6+ numbers because it includes all the old folks. When you cut it off at 54, nobody over 54 counted, their ratings do slump quite a bit. WDCN 87.7, the Spanish station there at 20th place, about even. Again, Wink FM in Winchester, 21st place. I'm not seeing any big changes. Everything's pretty much level, steady, kind of going here. WIDA FM at 22nd place. ERQ out of Baltimore, 23rd. IYY at 24th. They're up a bit. Seeing a little bit of a surge there in the Washington market, 98 Rock. QSR about this, up and down a little bit, 25th place. FRE at 26th place. WNEW, again, they just, can't get out of that 20th, the 20s. They're down to 27th place in the money demo in full day, 27th place in mornings, 25th in afternoons. Just no significant movement. WKDV, that little Spanish station in Manassas, at 28th place. They're up a little bit. BQB, MAL Stream, also tied for 28th place. And PFW at 31st. So PFW is trending up just ever so slightly there. Let's see, where do we have Wava FM, 40th place. Hey, way to go, Wava. Great signal, 40th place. So anyhow, I'd have to say, looking at the numbers for May, bottom line, no big changes in anything. Everything's pretty much the same. Okay? So, nothing shocking. If you were doing well in March and April, you're doing well in May. If you're not, you're not. So, anywho, that's about that. I hear that WASH is going to be not WASH, WMAL. If you worked at WMAL back when they were owned by the Evening Star Broadcasting Company or ABC or Citadel, if you worked at the old WMAL FM, the old 107.3 back in the 70s, previously at WRQX, or the old WMAL TV Channel 7, contact Tom Gager. We have his email there on the front page of DCRTV because he's setting up a reunion sometime this fall at an undetermined location that only I know about. So anyhow, check that one out. That should be kind of fun for all you folks there. Remembering the good old days of the great WMAL. All right, folks, that's my Dave TV for today, the 11th of June, 2013. Live long and prosper.